Hey, Perry. Where the heck are you right now? I want an answer fast. There's something I need to ask you. It's urgent.
Huh? Abdul, what's going on? Why are you spam calling me?
I asked you where the heck you are.
Why do you keep hecking me? I'm obviously at work like I always am at this time.
Huh?
Which part don't you get? I said I'm at work. I told you I was heading off to work this morning after breakfast just like I always do. I seriously don't get why you're confused.
I know that.
I thought someone had been hit by a car or something when I saw the notifications. If I'd have known you were just going to ask where I am, I would have freaking ignored it. How many times do I have to tell you to not message me while I'm at work?
Huh? Wait a sec. Are you really at work?
Yes, dummy.
No, but this doesn't make sense.
How doesn't it make sense? It literally couldn't be any more simple. I'm dealing with a customer right now. This will have to wait till later. Goodbye.
Hey, Boris. It's been a while. There's something I need to ask you. Is now a good time? Huh? Is this Abdul? No, there's a bolt out of the blue. It must have been like, what? 3 years by now? When was it we met last? Oh yeah, the class reunion. What can I do for you, pal? Is there another reunion coming up or something? No, it's not that. I just need to ask you something. Did you know my wife works at the same company as you? Wow, really? Let me think. Actually, now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure there's one person with the same surname as you. Her name is Perry. Yep, that's her. Do you know her? Well, I guess you could say I do, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember the boss saying that someone claiming to be Perry's husband phoned in today. Does this have something to do with that? I'm guessing that was you? Yep. Sorry to contact you out of the blue with this, Boris. It probably all seems a little random and weird, but I do have a good reason, I promise. The thing is, when I called the company, they hesitated to tell me anything because I had no way of proving I was actually Perry's husband over the phone. I guess I'm pleased their security's on point, but on the other hand, it left me no choice but to reach out to you. I do plan on going in person over the next few days, but for the time being, I'd appreciate it if you could tell me something. Is it true that Perry got fired recently? I need you to promise not to mention anything I'm about to tell you to anyone else. Can you do that? Sure, of course. My lips are sealed. Alright. Well, in that case, yes, it's true. Your wife got fired the other day. I'm guessing the notice of dismissal showed up in the mail by now? Yep. I work remotely, so I'm at home most of the time. My jaw almost hit the floor when I opened the letter addressed to Perry by mistake. But why did she get fired? The letter was really vague, and I'm totally at a loss here. To put it as simply as possible, she got fired for repeatedly not showing up to her shifts. Huh? Are you for real? She works in a different department from me, so I'm not totally familiar with all the circumstances, but I'm pretty sure she hasn't been showing up to work for the last month. Or wait, was it the last 2 months? Apparently the boss tried calling your home phone, which was listed as her emergency contact on several occasions, but he didn't have any luck. But her emergency contact should have been my mobile. We haven't had a landline for years now. I see. This is just a guess, and I hope you don't mind me asking, but do you think it might be possible she changed her emergency contact to a number that doesn't exist because she's trying to hide something? I hate to say it, but I really don't see any other possible explanations. The weird thing is, she says, "Bye, honey, I'm heading to work," and leaves at the same time as always every single morning. And today was no different. Even stranger, when I messaged her after the notice of dismissal came with the intention of asking her about it, she cut me off and said she couldn't talk because she was dealing with the customer. So either she's hiding the fact she got fired, or she still doesn't even know that she has been fired. She came home at the usual time, but I didn't say anything about it because I still don't have a clue what's going on myself. I see. Sorry to trouble you with all this, buddy, but do you have any more details? Anything is fine, even if it seems irrelevant. I feel like I'm missing a piece of the jigsaw here. Abdul, listen to me. You seriously have to promise me that what I'm about to tell you stays between us. Can you do that? I swear on my life, nothing leaves this chat. Alright, well, the thing is, apparently one of Perry's male co-workers got fired at the same exact time as she did. Huh? His name is Winslow. And my friend Lisa, who's somewhat of a gossip and somehow seems to know everything about everyone at the company, told me that Perry and Winslow were witnessed by several people going into a hotel when they should have been out running errands for the boss. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Apparently, the two of them stopped showing up to work the moment they knew they'd been seen. Eventually, their absences got so bad they both got fired. Wow. I'm speechless. This is nuts. That's everything I know. Sorry I had to be the one to tell you like this, Abdul. Nah, it's cool. I'm the one who should be apologizing to you for the interrogation. I'm sure you got enough on your plate without getting dragged into my private life. God damn it. Don't feel down, bro. I'm here to listen if there's anything you need to get off your chest. I'm guessing you're probably going to take some kind of action. Just make sure to keep a level head, alright? Ain't no woman worth losing your head over. Thanks, Boris. I appreciate you, pal.
OMG, I'm so sorry, Abdul. The boss gave me a bunch of overtime again. Can you put yourself something together for supper? I won't be able to cook tonight. Don't worry about me. I'll be eating at the office.
Got it. You've been doing an awful lot of overtime lately, huh, Perry?
Huh? I have? No, I don't think I have. It's always like this at this time of the year. It's our busiest period.
Oh, I see.
Yep. Anyway, gotta go. I'm so swamped here, I barely even have the time to message anymore. Sorry, hun. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
Sorry to bug you while you're busy cheating on me at a hotel. I already filed for divorce.
Say what now? Abdul, I just got home. What the hell's going on with the house? There's nothing left here except my belongings. Where did all your stuff go?
Oh, so you came back, huh? What happened to your overtime? I thought you were swamped with work.
Why would you make me come home like that when you knew how busy I was?
I think we both know you weren't doing overtime, Perry. Should we drop the act now?
Did you file for a divorce? What the hell are you doing, Abdul? You don't get to do this without even talking to me first, you jerk. You need to tell me what's going on now. You should know that if you really did file for a divorce without my permission, you're in big trouble because that's a criminal offense.
What are you talking about? If I ever find out you're cheating on me, we're getting a divorce.
Huh?
Remember when you came home drunk that time and started screaming that in my face when I was trying to watch the game? Well, I kept a hold of the divorce papers you made me sign since I figured they might come in handy one day. And it just so happens they did.
What? You kept those? OMG. Abdul, I didn't mean that. I just got carried away after one too many glasses of wine, that's all.
Maybe you were too drunk to remember, but I did ask you whether you were happy for me to hand them in if you ever cheated on me. You yelled, "Fine, asshole," and stormed off into the bathroom, so I kept them. I handed them in earlier today. That's all.
What the heck is this? I only made you sign those because you cheated on me last year.
No, Perry. I most definitely did not. Why do you insist on clinging to this bullcrap when you know full well it's not true?
Well, if you weren't cheating on me, how do you explain the fact that you suddenly started doing overtime every night? How do you explain the fact that you were so cold to me back then? I know an affair when I see one. A woman has instincts.
Yeah, sure. There was an affair going on, even back then. Yours. I can't believe it's been a year already. Do you think I didn't notice? You're such a bad liar, it was hard not to. You must seriously take me for a grade A moron. I was pretty sure I knew what was going on, but I decided to hire a private investigator just to be sure. He did his job, and with that, I had concrete, incontrovertible proof of everything you were doing.
What?
I did intend on confronting you with all the evidence from the investigation back when you accused me of cheating on you. But then, that very morning, your mom suddenly passed away. I obviously hesitated to confront you with something so serious when you were so broken up over your mom. So it went on the back burner. Not only that, but even more than you, I felt bad for your dad. He was in bits. And I thought the shock of finding out his daughter was a cheating whore would have been too difficult to bear. I decided to keep my private investigator on the payroll for a little while in case anything changed, and to my surprise, you and Loverboy broke up all of a sudden a little while after your mom passed. With that, I figured my best move would be to sit back and watch how things played out for a little while. And here we are.
Is that why all your stuff's gone?
Yep, of course. We're divorced now, so why would we live together? It's time for us to go our separate ways. I never want to see your face again. I already canceled the contract on the apartment, so you better get your things together and disappear as soon as you can.
No, wait, what the hell? Where's the proof I cheated on you again? These are nothing but baseless accusations. The past is the past. Everyone deserves a second chance. Surely even you understand that.
I see. You still don't have the faintest idea, do you?
About what?
You and Loverboy. What was his name again? Winslow? You both got fired.
What?
I work from home and I'm always around when the mailman stops by. A very official letter showed up and I got so curious I opened it by mistake without even realizing it was addressed to you. It was your notice of dismissal. When I did some digging to get confirmation, I found out your company had received several reports that you were seen going into a hotel with Winslow and you were supposed to be out running errands for your boss. I don't know which of you it was, but either of you or Winslow must have gotten wind of the fact your co-workers knew about your seedy little affair. With that, you stopped going into work in a cowardly attempt to escape responsibility for what you did, and eventually got fired. That just about sums everything up.
Wow, so that's how you found out.
I also knew you changed your emergency contact to a landline phone that doesn't exist to prevent me from finding out what you were up to behind my back. I'm just grateful you were too much of a moron to realize your company would send a notice of dismissal to the house after they fired you.
I didn't know they'd sent a letter. I thought we lived in the modern age. It's 2024 for crying out loud. They should have emailed me.
How did you not know they send paper mail? How many times have I told you about their damn newsletters and sustainability goals pamphlets showing up in the mail?
Huh?
Anyway, I'm bored of this conversation. The bottom line is we're divorced now. I'm currently in the process of arranging for a massive compensation bill to be sent yours and Winslow's way. So I suggest you both prepare yourselves for a mountain of shit that's about to descend on you.
Whoa, what? A compensation? Hang on just 1 second.
Why?
Please don't charge me compensation.
All I'm doing is asserting my legal rights as someone who got cheated on.
But I've heard of people being forced to pay thousands for this kind of thing. I can't afford that. How am I supposed to come up with that kind of money when I just got fired? Plus, the job market sucks right now. My priority right now should be not becoming homeless, not paying you frickin' compensation.
So let me get this straight. You were fully aware of what could happen if you got caught cheating on me, but decided to go ahead with it anyway? And not only that, but twice. What did you think I was going to say?
Oh, yeah, sure thing, babe. It's all water under the bridge now. No worries. Everyone makes mistakes. Yep.
Something to that effect? If so, you're deluded.
But you forgave me once before.
I didn't forgive you. I just held off on confronting you about it because of your mom while sitting back and seeing if you did anything else. Not only that, But you skipped work for a whole 2 months so you could be with your lover? I'm guessing that means you were together pretty much every day? Do you seriously think that what you did to me is forgivable?
But everything was normal until this morning.
Sure, as far as you knew. But the reality? The reality is that I barely sleep these days. My appetite has practically disappeared, and I'm so stressed the doc has me on psych meds.
Oh my God.
I must look awful. Because one of my friends showed up the day before yesterday after we did a video call because he said he was worried about how gaunt I looked. When he saw me in person, a weak, emaciated mess with huge bags in him, he sat down with me and we talked about everything. When he heard about everything you'd put me through, he pretty much ordered me to divorce you. Thank God my friend noticed I was in a seriously bad way, because you, my wife, who I saw every morning at the breakfast table, sure as hell didn't. I have a fair amount of proof of the affair due to the fact I've had a private investigator on my payroll for over a year now. Which I guess turned out to be the silver lining in this whole thing, because it meant when I finally made my mind up, I was able to finalize the divorce and move out in a heartbeat, which I did this morning with the help of my friend.
Where are you, honey?
I'm not telling you.
Can we meet up? We need to talk about this properly, baby. I can't leave things like this.
Well, I can, and I have nothing to say to you.
Oh my God.
I can't tell you how good it felt to finally be free of you. It was like this huge weight had been lifting from my shoulders. I feel like even my subconscious knew I was free, because I slept like a baby for the first time in a long time as soon as I got to my new place. Until your notifications started showing up, that is. Why would I want to go back to being miserable with you?
Gah!
You should know I told your dad everything. So you can go back home to live with your parents, or you can live with your lover, but one thing's for sure. Me and you are never getting back together.
Oh my God, Abdul!
Anyway, talking to you makes me sick. Bye. Apparently, a desperate Perry showed up at my mom and dad's house a few days later. My parents knew about everything that had gone down, so naturally they told her where to stick her offers of reconciliation and sent her on her way. By the way, I'm currently staying with my uncle in the neighboring town. For some reason, Perry's next move was to show up at my company's office demanding to see me. It was at this point I began to doubt her sanity because she knew full well I worked from home. Eventually, she had no choice but to give up and move back in with her parents, which is where she is now, under the watchful eye of her ex-military dad. He also forced her to break up with her lover as a condition of her moving in. It was around that time I hired a lawyer and sent her the compensation bill. Unfortunately for both Perry and her lover, their bank accounts were empty due to the fact they'd wasted all of their money by spending almost every day in a hotel together. They had no choice but to go into debt to pay me back, and now they spend their days working like dogs while questioning their life choices.